So I've been falling behind on doing my comic book characters a little bit, so I figured I'd do one today. Character I'm going to talk about today is named Frostbite, Ageless Crusader. Real name not applicable. Occupation Crusader. Date of birth sometime around 300 BC. Height 6'1". Weight 235. Eye color bright blue. Hair color long snow white and a braided ponytail. Other features: burn slash across left cheek and a goatee. History: Frostbite considers himself to be a modern-day knight slaying modern-day dragons. He is completely obsessed with his honor. Frostbite heralds from a small mountain village in the Himalayas and was born around 300 BC. This village has a special gift. To one degree or another, they can all control water in one of its forms: ice, liquid, or superheated steam. Frostbite was an oddity. Only one other time had a child been born with such a strong attachment to the power. Frostbite was born with such a strong attachment to cold that his body temperature at birth was only 25 degrees, a fact that led to his mother's death during pregnancy and his 3-month early birth. A birth this early would have killed any other child, but the young Frostbite instinctively created a synthetic womb out of ice, developing with only the cold as nutrients. Over the next 3 months, he grew to maturity, and the ice womb cracked open, revealing a healthy baby. The village knew that this was the child of this child was the one foretold of in prophecy, the one destined to travel the world and destroy evil wherever he found it. As soon as the child could walk, his training began. He was trained in all forms of martial arts and taught in the ways of honor, a discipline he is obsessed with. When he was only 13, he awoke in the middle of the night and left the village, his training complete. He has traveled the world for decades, and through his journeys he has encountered his opposite numerous times, their battles legendary but always ending in a draw. He is a member of the Eternae genetic offshoot, an ultra-rare genetic defect which causes the aging process to cease at the age of 30. Powers: Frostbite can create and control ice using water such as lakes, puddles, or even the moisture in the air. He can make ice of such density that it is as hard as steel and will never melt. He can create objects from swords to walls to ice bridges to traverse oceans. His normal body temperature is 25 degrees, therefore he is most comfortable in cold climates, preferably below 50 degrees. But he can operate in temperatures of up to 75 if he must. Anything higher and he starts having serious difficulties. He is an Eternus. This character was the first character I added to the John Doe storyline. Originally, he would have been fighting all of his battles alone. It would have just been a solo, one-shot storyline. But I created him, and I created Uplink as John Doe's allies. Basically, I view him as a knight. He is a modern-day knight. That is what he views himself as. If you'll notice, some of my characters, I draw inspiration from my own personality in their creating. This is a case of that. I gave him such a strong sense of honor because I have such a strong sense of honor, and I felt that one of my characters should have that. At least one. So, yes, he is inspired by that. And, ice, actually, the inspiration for that power, it's evolved to become what it is, was actually Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat. I just loved that character and what he can do, and I thought it'd be really cool to have a character like that. Then I took that and I pretty much adapted it. I mean, Sub-Zero can't really form swords and weapons and stuff. He can pretty much, just freeze people. But yeah. So, that's Frostbite, one of my favorites.